suburban town with her 4 amazing children and her inappropriate, politically incorrect, incorrigible father. She writes about her crazy world on Blunt Moms and on the Good Men Project, where she enjoys exploiting her father monthly in her column, Out of the Mouth of Dad. Please put your hands together for your first teller, Michelle Lesko.
Hi, I'm the proud mother of 4 children, 3 daughters and a son, the youngest. My mantra is, motherhood is God's bait and switch. Making the child, that's a lot of fun. Then the first 8 months, you're bathing, you're cuddling, you're swaddling. That's cute too, and I thought, I got this. Then one day, they become active and verbal. And just like that, I went from, I got this, to make it stop, to one day, the UPS driver came and I was signing for my Lily and Vernon package, and he walked in and I was like, since you're here, just do me a favor and watch these kids for a sec, I'll be right back. And I hijacked his little brown truck and I went to the first Starbucks I found. Shit really happened. It was at that time that I had to decide what kind of disciplinarian mom I wanted to be. So for example, you have strict mom. All right, Susie has her 52 Barbies in the living room naked like they're having an orgy. And strict mom, all she has to do is put her hands on her hips, point, and Susie cleans that right up. I'm not that mom. Then you have psychological mom. Psychological mom over-rationalizes the rules with Susie. Susie, put your Barbies away. They feel unloved when they're out. You want Barbies to be loved. Go put them away so they'll be happy. Not me. Then you have burnt out mom. Burnt out mom just sits there and over tells Susie, put your Barbies away, put your Barbies away, put your Barbies away. Susie just rolls her eyes at her mom and flips to the bird when she's alone. Not me either. So I didn't fit into any one of these disciplines of disciplinarians. So I was the fabrication mom. I lied to my kids. Well, I figured it was either beat them into submission or lie to them and let her figure it out later, so I chose the latter. I lied to them. Growing up, I was the daughter of a single mom who worked 2 jobs, so the only role model that I had for normalcy in a house is what I watched on TV, the Brady Bunch. So that's what I portrayed. So every night I would make sure my kids were tired and scrubbed and at the table like cherubs, so when Daddy came home for dinner, hot on the table. That's what I saw. However, my Brady Bunch dinner only lasted 30 seconds. 30 seconds and one person was touching someone else, too close to someone else. You have my juice box, blood, people were reaching for chicken cutlets. I'm like, are you bleeding? Yeah, I got cut outside. My son would bring animals home. He would reach into his pocket and plop a frog on the table. He's like, I found it in the yard, can I keep it? No, that was my life. My life was like an Alfred Hitchcock rendition of Leave It to Beaver. I remember my first lie. So I have 4 children, and if you've ever put children to bed, I put 4 children to bed, it's horrific. You gotta, she's saying you gotta bathe, you gotta tuck them in. I was saturated, I got laundry piling up. And I put them to bed, all of a sudden I noticed one's missing, the boy. The boy was missing. So I go running down the stairs, and then I had a thought. I'm like, you know what, let me lock the door, thin out the herd, right? No. So I go outside, and he's outside in his pajamas catching fireflies outside, and all I could think of was, oh my God, another towel, more laundry. So the quickest way I got him back in is, I opened the door and I screamed, Max, there's a bear behind you. He comes running in, petrified. I was like, yes. But he peed himself, so I had more laundry to do. The tooth fairy. So 4 kids under the age of 10, teeth were dropping like Pez container. Pez out of a Pez container. And I just couldn't keep up. Sometimes I forgot. Sometimes I would sit downstairs, have a cup of coffee, and the child would come downstairs all sobbing and lisping, the tooth fairy forgot about me. No, honey, no, the tooth fairy didn't forget about you. She bruised a a wing. She said she'd eat double tonight. I lied. I had no choice. Sometimes I completely forgot. Sometimes I didn't. At night, sometimes after dinner, we would take the kids to the ice cream station. So I'll never forget, there was a wall, there was a jagged wall, and the kids would just love to play on it, walk on it, and you know, they're retarded like me, so they would get hurt. And I didn't like to go to the emergency room, so I said to them they couldn't touch it because the owner sprayed poison on it and their hands would fall off. So they didn't. Anyway, karma does come back to bite you in the ass because my children made friends, and then their friends would sometimes believe the stories that I told them and go home and tell their parents, who would call me and not let their kids come over and play with my kids anymore. Or sometimes my children's friends would just make me look like a liar and blow the lid off my story, and then I had to beg for exoneration from my children to talk to me for days by like buying real Oreos for $5 instead of filling up the Oreo container with the ShopRite brand. So you see, motherhood is God's bait and switch, but sometimes mothers have to switch the bait.
Excellent.